What's up, guys? Yes! We're live. I don't know if you can see this guy. My first little bobblehead. Anyways, shout out to Chris. Makes all the bobbleheads. He's on my Instagram. So cool. Alright, guys, episode 2. Episode 2, Barrels of Breland. I am your host, Breland. And I decided to change things up a bit with episode 2. And we're going to talk about choosing your bat. Alright, it's taken me 14 seasons, maybe 13, to find a bat that works well with my swing, my body, my hands, and my mind. We'll bring this one out. Alright, this is the party animal bat that I had during the 2023 tour. Louisville Slugger. Alright, it was custom, sorta-ish. Party animals on, yeah, whatever. But this is the model. It's the Kyle Schwarber 12. Another great guy. If you're looking to copy a swing, copy Schwarber's. Or copy how simple his approach and his swing is. I mean, quiet, 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 explode. One of my most all-time favorite swings. And he hits bombs. So I got his bat, which is basically, if you want to break it down, you go back to the Louisville Slugger days. When they first started coming out with bats, and all the models you see now with all the other bat companies, they all based it off a Louisville bat model. So the KS12 is like a modified I-13, but I would assume Schwarber probably added a little more density to his barrel. Flared knob. I'm actually going to try and re-grip this while I do this podcast. Put some new grip on it. I'm thinking of using this for the 2026 Cosmic Tour. Check out the Cosmic Chili Pepper Instagram website for more info on the full schedule and dates. We're going coast to coast, everybody. Coast to coast. I don't know, about 30 cities-ish. And it's gonna be wild. You can see glow emojis. Maybe I can get a sign company to make me a glow emoji neon sign, but for now, still still repping party animals. OG party animal right here. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm hungry too. Purpose of episode 2. Choosing the right bat for you, the size, the weight, the feel. It's so important. Especially when you get to wood bat, I would say. Alright. The purpose of this episode is teach hitters how to find the right bat for their body, their swing style, and level of play. Alright. Not the whole myth of bigger is better or lighter is faster and creates more whipping power. It's all BS. Alright. That all doesn't matter. What matters is picking something you can swing comfortably no matter how fast the pitcher's throwing or how slow or how good his stuff is. I know a select few professional hitters that I played with where, depending on lefty-righty pitcher and velo, they have 2 different style of bats or 2 different lengths. Same model, maybe a different length, maybe a different ounce slightly, like 0.25 ounces, 0.5 ounces. but they're using the same model for the most part. All right, those are the outliers. Those are the exceptions. Those guys understand their swing, and some of them are even switch hitters. Like a switch hitter has 2 different swings, so they might have 2 different bats. Okay, let's see, so here, we're going to compare the KS12 Louisville to the I13 Louisville. I13, this one's a 33.5, the party animal one. But literally, they look the same as far as barrel size. Knobs, slightly different, but flared. But I would say the I13 the I13 is like a modified 271 with just a bigger barrel. Bigger as in a little longer. Okay, so that's what I like to swing. And there's so many other, alright, so we got metal bats, and we got wood bats, and then we got the composite bats. Okay. I would say when we're young, most players pick bats based on what their favorite pro swings, or what looks cool, or even what's on sale, because sometimes parents can't afford a $500 bat now, and I think it's ridiculous how expensive these bats are getting. Even wood bats. Wood bats average now $200 a bat. Not a good bat. Metal bats are about $350 and higher. And balls are jumping off of these metal bats. Like I've gone to a lot of the Let Them Play tournaments, the LTP, with Eric Byronese, help him coach, me and Michael Kowalski, give him a little mind bender mental performance behind the scenes. And we go and keep the morale up, keep the energy up, but the kids are using these bats that balls are flying 500 feet. Like, it's not fair. I mean, I guess it is what it is. So, yeah. But the right bat isn't about the height. It's about what and how it fits you. Okay? And so, and no, using a 34-inch just because your buddy hits nukes with one doesn't make you hit nukes too. Everyone's different. All right, just because Alfonso Soriano used a 36-inch bat and hit absolute nukes with it doesn't mean you can use a 36-inch bat and do the same. All right, everyone has a preference, a comfortability, all of it. All right, so your bat. Let's get to the bat. Here we got the Homewood bat. This is actually a Lucas Ursig bat. Played with him in 2020 when he was a third baseman. Now he's a fire rocket pitcher, setup man, closer. I believe he's still on the Royals. But Lucas Ursig is a position player transitioned to a pitcher. I've used one of his bats. I love his bats. But anyway, your bat is an extension of your body, of your arms. If it's too heavy, you'll lose bat speed and timing. If it's too light, you'll lose barrel control and power, and usually very, very rotational. In and out kind of swing. So today I'm breaking down exactly how to pick the perfect bat for you. And I know because I've tried almost every single bat. Especially wood bats. Okay, so we're going to go over what size, the weight, how to test the bat, and maybe a few myths that still float around that need to die. Alright, so the base of it all. Know your strength, know your size, and know your level of play. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Your bat should match you. Not the guy on your team who benches 300 or hits dingers or runs the fastest, okay, or is the tallest, okay. If you're still growing or on the lighter side, go shorter and go lighter and keep the bat under control, okay. If you've got good strength and can handle weight, like you don't dip the bat and do teacher man stuff, you can keep the barrel above the hands. That's what we're going to talk about a lot throughout this whole podcast. Barrel above hands is what creates the most pure line drive, miss-hit home runs. Okay. But anyways, if you got good strength and can handle the weight, you can size up a bit for more whip and mass behind the ball. So if you're big enough, strong enough as a kid, as an adult, find something that you feel can give you whip, can give you length, and you don't have to swing very hard. Hitting isn't about swinging as hard as you can. It's about perfecting a way to simplify the swing to get the barrel on the ball. Okay. So for example, most high schoolers, I would say, if I remember correctly, we range around in the 32 to 33 inch bats, metal bats, and depending on, I think, JV or varsity, you're either a drop 5 or a drop 3. I remember in high school I think as a sophomore I went 31-28. Then junior, senior year I was 33-30. And we were using the Easton Connections, the Stealth Comps, and those balls flew off the bat. Okay. I want to say younger, maybe 14U, even younger, are using drop 5s, I think, for the most part, and they're 29 to 31 inch. And then when you go even lower, they're like drop 10s. And they're probably 28 inch minus 28, 18 ounce. Alright, so quick check. Best way to do it is stand the bat next to your leg. The knob should reach around your hip bone. That's just some info I looked up. I mean, here you go. My hip is here. Bat's here. This is a 34 inch bat. So obviously, when you get older and taller and bigger, I want to say unless you're Aaron Judge size or Ohtani size, you're sticking with a 34 inch bat or lower. 34, 33. I've even had some guys go 33.75 inch bats. But I guess a rule of thumb for kids would be stand next to the bat. Knob is either at hip level or just under the hip. Okay? Next is we're going to hold the bat out with one hand straight in front of you for 10 seconds. If you can't hold it steady, then it's too heavy. So if you can't hold it for 10 seconds, then it's too heavy because you got to think when you're swinging it and you're extending, if it's too heavy, that means you're just swinging all body and then this is lagging and dropping. So we need you to be strong, even if I change that. So let's go to the Victus 34 inch. This is the JC24, which is like a modified 271, more of a 271 model, longer handle, maybe a medium handle, very flared, thick knob, small barrel, maybe. That's your sweet spot on the barrel. So I've actually never done this test. 10-second hold. But if you can, especially as a kid, way too big for you. Small guy, small bat, light bat. Big guy, a little bigger bat, a little more barrel, because you have the strength to do it. Okay? Alright, so like I've said these terms before, drop 3, drop 5, even drop 10, that's just the difference between the bat's length and its weight. So if a bat is 32 inches and it weighs 28 ounces, it's a drop 4. 27, drop 5, so and so, so and so. Okay, so the lower the drop, the heavier the bat. So drop 2 is more heavy. I've had guys make a wooden bat with a drop 1 because they want more density in their barrel, more weight. Because I would assume their hands are very quick and they want all this force and density in the bat lagging through last and whipping, and that creates whip and power behind the ball. Okay? So here's the key. Swing speed beats swing weight. Swing speed beats swing weight. If you can't move the barrel fast and on time, it doesn't matter how heavy or expensive your bat is. Okay. Part B to that is how accurate you can get your barrel to the ball, but you can't be accurate if the bat is too heavy or too light, because then you're swinging under it, you're going to miss it, you're going to fall tip it, you're just totally going to miss it. All right. Your results are going to be not what you want. All right. Also pay attention to balance points. Balance bats, I would say balance bats like here we go. Let's go this one. I would say this is kind of a balanced bat. It's an M110. This is Phil Gosselin. Played with the Braves, also the Diamondbacks. M110, Louisville Slugger. Alright. Balanced bat usually means you'll when you swing the bat, you'll feel the weight more in the middle-ish rather than more barrel and at the end. And that's because they've made this thicker to balance out the barrel. Okay, so balanced bats feel lighter, easier to control, and perfect for contact hitters, especially guys that like to choke up, maybe leadoff guys, two-hole guys, 7, 8, 9 guys, depending on your size and your role as a player, right? So something like this is kind of what I use, but I stuck with the 271 when I first started playing professionally. I actually started with a 243 because that was the most similar to my metal bat back in college. End loaded bats. We're going to go big barrel, big barrel. We want big barrel. Here we go. End loaded bat. We got a war stick. Skinny handle. All the weight is over here. All of it. So this is a War Stick 243 Pro Standard. Alright, all the weight. If you do this, you literally feel like there's a 10-pound weight at the end of this. So end loaded bats have more mass in the barrel. Big barrel. But like I said, like even this one, the home one, has a lot of barrel, but it's lengthened out, which means it's a little more balanced, still a little more end-loaded bat, but a little more balanced. Whereas you got this War Stick one, the 243s in general are all end-loaded, which means all the weight is mainly in your barrel, which means a bigger bat like this, end-loaded, means you swing easier, because then the barrel does most of the work, does all the work. Okay, so better for power hitters with strong forearms and good timing. So a quick example, if you're top hand dominant hitter, which usually most are because that's your dominant hand, so righties, your top hand is your right hand, your stronger hand. Who sprays line drives, go balance bat. If you're a guy who loves pulling bombs, maybe test an end loaded, but at the same time, maybe we gotta check your mechanics. Maybe you're just a rotational guy, we need to fix that and get you more linear to the middle. Okay, so the best way to know which bat is, I wouldn't say your favorite, but the best for you, that will create the best results and the most consistent results. The best way to know is you got to swing it. Swing it over and over and over again. Most bats, you're going to know after one swing. Even after you do the hand check, you do the little bat whip check, you'll know. Especially when you get older and more experienced. If you can, I know Dick's doesn't really have cages and try it out, but when you go to just a Dick's like that, find an open area, make sure no one's around, and swing the bat. Play with the bat, maybe walk around with the bat in the store. Other than that, your other next best way is when you're practicing with your teammates, ask them to try out their bats. Hopefully they're nice enough to let you try it out. That's another great way to find a bat. Maybe you're looking for a bat, you don't have one, but you're looking for one. That's the best way. Go to a friend's house, the team that you play on, that's the best way to do it. That's how most pros do it. Everyone just gets a pro stock usually. If their agents haven't sent them bats, we get pro stocks from the team, and everyone's trying out everyone's bats. Like, if you got the bonus kids that have bats, then we ask them, hey, can I, just dry swing it, just to feel it. So that's how us pros usually find a bat that we like, and we use it in the game. All right, so you want to feel the difference in how quickly the barrel gets to the ball and how easy it is to control through contact. And that's why you'll see most hitters, between every pitch, they're like this because they want to feel that barrel. Where is that point where it feels like it's giving you the most, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just, okay? Every hitter literally does that because we're finding the feel with our eyesight and hand-eye coordination of where the barrel is going. All right, so here's a quick checklist when testing bats. Can you stay balanced through the swing? Can you repeat your swing without forcing it? Does the barrel feel like it's working with you or against you? So if the bat is swinging you, next bat. Okay. If every swing, even off a tee, creates a different result, next bat. If you're falling over, next bat. Okay? If your mechanics are all going wrong and you start using your body more, next bat. Okay, so trust the feel. Your hands will know before your ego does. Okay? Trust the feel. Almost close your eyes. The best way to do it is close your eyes. Because then you don't see it, you just feel it. It's all in your hands, your forearms, everything runs through. You feel this, then you put a little swing in it. A little swing, feel. It's the only way to do it. So don't let marketing fool you, okay? These bat companies are very smart at marketing. You don't need a $500 bat to hit rockets. You just need one that fits your swing, and it's called practice and preparation over and over and over again. Off a tee, front toss, tee, front toss. The more consistently you can find barrel to baseball on all your drills, the better you will be in the game. I promise you. You will be on the road to hitting 300. Because the name of the game is to get hits, right? The best opportunity for you to get hits is barreling balls every single at bat. The more barrels, the more hard hits, the more holes you're going to find. And with that swing, those times you do get jammed or out in front, they're going to find hits. Okay, baseball gods work mysteriously. You line drive, get out, you keep that same swing and don't do anything. The next at bat, you're probably going to get jam shot, and you get a hit. All right, so stick with the process, stick with that same approach, stick with that same swing, and stick with the same bat. All right. So let's kill a few hitting myths real quick. Heavier bat means more power. Not necessarily. Only if you can swing it fast. A heavy bat swung fast creates a lot of force and a lot of power. Okay. A slow barrel equals less energy moving through the zone. Next, all BB core bats are basically the same. No. Balance points and feel vary a ton with those metal bats. Different brands, different companies, they all make it differently. Sometimes it's even different metal. Alright, so always test it first. Third, you have to swing what the pros swing. Wrong again. Okay, the pros, they're paid to swing that model. Okay, that's why you see a lot of big leaguers on certain commercials swinging certain bats. One, they're paid to do it, and two, they've been using it for a long, long time, and they're endorsed by that company, so they're getting paid to do it. Okay, guys? Sometimes it's just best to go get a Louisville or go get a Rawlings wood bat if you're looking for wood. It's okay to go to Dick's and get a pro stock bat that's on the shelf. I know Marucci has some. They got some Andrew McCutcheons. That one feels pretty good. But there's a ton. Go try them out. All right. Pros have the experience, the knowledge, and the talent, and they've also been through a lot that they know what their bat is. Okay, so do not compare yourself to the pros. Not ever. It's you versus you. Okay, you just need what fits your body in your game. All right. Let's start wrapping this up, guys. So, nice bat. Side note, they are making axe handles now for guys because supposedly the axe handle, I don't like it, helps with your hand grip, but also with your hand direction and barrel direction to keep you palm up, palm down, supposedly, and long through the zone. I have yet to figure this axe handle out, but I know Mookie swings it, and he does. Mookie's one of the best hitters. Just the way he swings it, covers the plate, gets through the ball, adjusts to inside very well without rolling. He stays here and keeps all this connected without rolling over. So I believe the axe really works for him. And only use the axe if it works for you guys. Okay? So here's the truth. The right bat is the one that lets you move naturally, stay on time, and stay consistent. That's your bat. It's not about the size, it's about control. Can you control the barrel to the ball, inside, through the zone, up the middle, gap to gap? Can you control the barrel? Find the bat that makes you feel confident and smooth every swing. Every swing is effortless. You want a bat that makes you swing effortless. Make it look easy to hit the ball in the barrel and just the ball jumps off the bat. That's your perfect match. Okay. So to wrap this up, guys, if this episode 2, choosing your barrel, choosing your bat, has helped you, or at least given you some sense of direction and knowledge to picking your bat, please share it with a teammate, a coach, a parent, anyone that's debating on what bat to get their kid or what bat I should swing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Basically, if you have questions, ask me. I'm posting this. This is on No Filter Network, so thank you, No Filter, Eric Burns. The best online platforming site around. So thank you guys. But I'm also posting this on YouTube and on Spotify. YouTube will have the video. Spotify just has audio. If you have questions, you can either comment on Spotify or on YouTube. My channel, I believe, is youtube.com/Almodovar50, or just search Breland Almodovar, honestly. Other than that, I put a bunch of hitting videos, instructional stuff, hitting drills on my Instagram at @thereal_smoothieking. Currently, I'm playing for the glow emojis, and this whole season I was using my I-13. So I'm hoping we get some bats. I'm going to stick with the I-13, but I really prefer the KS12, so we'll see what bat company the team provides, or maybe I can partner up with somebody. So if anyone looking to find an entertainment professional baseball player to partner with, a bat company, would love to have you. I'm a big Victus guy though. Big. I have a ton of their models, and I use the Mitch Haniger model. One of my absolute favorites, because that's very similar to the KS12 of the Louisville Slugger. Okay. So that's episode 2, guys. Just picking your bat. Pick something that feels right, and you can swing it easy, make contact over and over and over again. And as you grow, as you get older, as you get stronger, you start lifting weights. Puberty hits as a kid. You'll grow into bats. Don't think you got to jump up to a bat in order to get used to it. So, like, I know a lot of kids that are young and small, and their parents give them the big heavy bat because they're like, oh, they'll grow into it. But you're playing the game now as a small kid. You're not going to get the results you want, and then the game's not going to be fun. So swing a bat that's comfortable, that's going to give you consistent swings over and over and over again, which will give you consistent results, and you have a lot more fun playing the game. All right, guys. I'm your host, Breland Almadova. This is Barrows with Breland. Next week, we're diving into one of the most misunderstood parts of hitting. Episode 3 we'll get into the actual hitting part. All right, guys. We'll get into our load and stride, the real key to timing, and talk about all of that from pitcher to hitter to half of it will even be the mental approach of what are we thinking? Okay, so load, stride, what are we thinking, guys? This is Barrows with Breland, signing off. God is good all the time.